Hello and welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. You're watching The Big Picture with me, Frank Pereira. The Aam Aadmi Party, which came riding a wave of popular support, seems to have been grounded. Now, 3 years after it took over the reins of Delhi and set its eyes on expanding at the national level, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's party is struggling on its home turf. Delhi today, the nation tomorrow was the party's unsaid motto soon after it won a decisive victory against the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party in the 2015 Assembly election. But plagued by a series of poll defeats, internal strife, allegations of graft and constant run-ins with the centre, the party now has a more immediate task at hand to deal with probably its biggest crisis yet. On Tuesday, Delhi's Chief Secretary Anshu Prakash alleged that he was assaulted by party MLAs at the Chief Minister's residence around midnight on Monday. He claimed that he received blows on his head and temple in the presence of both the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. On this edition of The Big Picture, we will discuss if governance has hit a new low in Delhi. Joining me on the program today are P.K. Tripathi, former Chief Secretary, Delhi. And joining me on the program now is Shekhar Iyer, political editor of Deccan Herald. Thank you to both my guests for joining me on this edition of The Big Picture. Shekhar Iyer, I'd like to begin with you first, of course, and try and understand the magnitude of the crisis that is staring in the face of the Aam Aadmi Party at this point in time, and what exactly has gone wrong?
Well, I think this is no more just a political issue. It was not a fight between the centre and Delhi or BJP and AAP. I think it's beyond that. This is about the way you deal with the top bureaucrats in the capital, who is the CEO of your government. And it's all about, should a party like AAP, which got such a popular mandate, should resort to what will now be seen as intimidatory tactics against their own bureaucrats, and above all, for a physical assault that is said to have happened in the residence of the Delhi Chief Minister. I think this raises very fundamental questions, because now you have a police case, 2 AAP MLAs have been arrested. Now, violence on any account happening in the residence of Delhi Chief Minister, and the victim is a Delhi Chief Secretary. Now, we have also seen after that the kind of resentment and rage that among the Delhi government employees, I mean not just among the IAS officers, for the other sections of the government employees to feel outraged by this. I think there is much more to than plain allegations, as we in the media tend to say, you know, Chief Secretary made this allegation and then the AAP makes this allegation. I think it's beyond that. It is a question of civility, it's a question of extending basic courtesies, and it's a question of, I mean, a style of governance where, which does not allow any kind of interaction that should see blows being rained on a bureaucrat, that too an IAS officer.
Sure. Let me bring in Mr. Tripathi, because he's been former Chief Secretary to Delhi as well. Yeah. Mr. Tripathi, how have things come to this?
You see, it is a culmination of a series of events. I have been in touch with my successors, and whether it was Mr. Sapolia or Mr. Kutti or Mr. Keval Sharma, each one of them was subjected to intimidation and harassment by the political executive. So therefore, this is a systematic method of trying to browbeat the bureaucracy and make them agree to whatever is being done by the political executive. This is in complete contrast to the situation, you know, when I came to Delhi in '83 as Secretary at DMC, the Chief Executive Councillor, who was at that time, he called me and he asked me, Mr. Tripathi, what will you do if I send you a sifarish? And I said, sir, I will try to do whatever I can. He said, okay, do it, but don't do anything illegal, even if I recommend. You are supposed to uphold the rule of law. This is the expectation from the bureaucracy. So from that sort of trust between the political and the executive, we are coming to a situation where the political is totally trying to browbeat the bureaucracy.
So have we seen a complete breakdown of trust then?
There is a complete breakdown of trust. You see, yesterday I was there at Rajghat, and I was shocked to hear what I couldn't believe what I heard. Even lady officers were being intimidated. And there was a statement where it was a very senior political leader had said that if this particular officer does not behave, her head will be broken. Now, this sort of talk by a political executive is totally uncalled for and cannot be accepted.
Sure. You know, we are joined by Vivek Yadav, leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's try and listen to what the Aam Aadmi Party's version is. What's your defense to these things that have just been said by the former Delhi Chief Secretary P.K. Tripathi, Mr. Yadav?
मिस्टर परेरा, मैं संजीव झा हूँ और मैं विधायक हूँ और मैं उस मीटिंग में था जिस मीटिंग की ये बातें हो रही हैं। देखिए, दो बातें आप सबको समझना पड़ेगा। मेरा ये कहना है कि एक तो जो मीटिंग की बातें की जा रही है कि उस मीटिंग में खूब उनके साथ फिजिकल असॉल्ट हुआ। 6 मिनट टोटल वो सीएम आवास में रहे। उस 6 मिनट में मेरे ख्याल से 2 मिनट बाहर रहे, उसके बाद 2-3 मिनट की कन्वर्सेशन हुई। उस कन्वर्सेशन में एक हीटेड आर्गुमेंट तो जरूर हुआ। उस हीटेड आर्गुमेंट के बाद उन्होंने ये कहा कि नहीं देखिए, मैं आपके लिए आंसरेबल नहीं हूं और इसलिए मैं इस मीटिंग से जा रहा हूं। सीएम साहब ने रिक्वेस्ट भी किया। सीएम साहब ने बार बार कहा कि अगर हमारे किसी विधायक ने आपको गलत बोल दिया तो मैं आपसे माफी मांगता हूं।
संजीव झा जी,
हमारे कुछ विधायक जाकर उनसे निवेदन।
संजीव झा जी, मारपीट की जरूरत क्या थी इसमें?
जी,
आराम से समझाते उनको।
किसने कहा? मैं वही तो कह रहा हूं कि सरासर इतनी बड़ी झूठ क्यों बोला जा रहा है। ये झूठ, बिल्कुल ये सरासर झूठ बोला जा रहा है। एक हीटेड आर्गुमेंट, आपस में बहस जरूर हुई, बातचीत जरूर हुई राशन के मुद्दों पे, लेकिन ये जो बार बार कहा जा रहा है फिजिकल असॉल्ट हुआ। मैं एक बात और बता दूं, देखिए
संजय झा जी, मेडिकल रिपोर्ट आ चुका है और मेडिकल रिपोर्ट में स्पष्ट तय हुआ है कि मारपीट हुआ है और उनको मारा गया है, फिजिकल असॉल्ट हुआ है। आप इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
मैं उसी मेडिकल रिपोर्ट की कॉपी मेरे पास है। हमारे यहाँ सीसीटीवी की फुटेज और जो मीडिया वहां मौजूद था वो लगभग 11:28 में एंटर करते हैं और 11:36 में वो मीटिंग छोड़कर चले जाते हैं। इसी जिस मेडिकल रिपोर्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, उसी मेडिकल रिपोर्ट में ये कहा जाता है कि 12 मिडनाइट, आफ्टर मिडनाइट 12 बजे के बाद इनको चोट लगा है। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि 11:36 में वो सीएम आवास छोड़कर निकल जाते हैं। मेडिकल रिपोर्ट कह रहा है कि 12 बजे उनको चोट लगा। तो इसी मेडिकल रिपोर्ट में, उनके स्टेटमेंट में और मेडिकल रिपोर्ट में आपको फर्क पता चल रहा है। तो मुझे इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं कि मेडिकल रिपोर्ट इटसेल्फ एविडेंस है कि जो कुछ भी कहा जा रहा है वो सरासर झूठ कहा जा रहा है। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि इस तरह का जो मुझे लगता है कि इसमें एक बहुत बड़ी पॉलिटिकल कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरी चल रही है, जिसके तहत ये पूरे, क्योंकि देखिए 2 मसला हुआ। एक मसले का एविडेंस आपने कहा, मेडिकल रिपोर्ट भी हमने देखा, उसमें बताया। दूसरा, जो कुछ सचिवालय में हुआ वो आपके सामने, उसकी फुटेज आपके पास है। मैं ये कह रहा हूं, अभी कुछ सज्जन कह रहे थे कि 2 विधायक अरेस्ट हो चुके हैं। मेरा ये कहना है कि उसके अपोजिट जो मारपीट हुई, 2 मेडिकल रिपोर्ट आ गए हैं, बुरी तरह से मारा पीटा गया, सीसीटीवी फुटेज सामने है, पुलिस ने उसको अरेस्ट नहीं किया। तो लगता नहीं है आपको कि पूरी तरह से एक कोई कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरी चला करके सरकार को बदनाम करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। देखिए, मैं एक चीज साथ में बता दूं कि हम लोगों का कोई पॉलिटिकल एक्सपीरियंस और पॉलिटिकल बहुत बड़ा बैकग्राउंड नहीं है। हम लोग सिस्टमैटिक चेंजेस के लिए आए हैं। तो हम लोग कभी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन और
संजीव झा जी,
काम करने के लिए
सिस्टमैटिक चेंजेस के बारे में कुछ ही देर में बात करेंगे। सिस्टमैटिक चेंजेस के बारे में कुछ ही देर में। 1 मिनट प्लीज, लेट मी फर्स्ट इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू द प्रोग्राम। First, a clarification for the viewers. We were initially told by the Aam Aadmi Party that Vivek Yadav would be joining us, but due to a last-minute change, Sanjeev Jha has joined us from the Aam Aadmi Party, and we just heard him speak. Right now, joining us on the program is R.P. Singh, National Secretary of the BJP. I don't know how much of Sanjeev Jha you could actually hear R.P. Singh, but my question to you is, he is saying that it's a political conspiracy. Nothing has happened between, the AAP MLAs and the Chief Secretary. There was just a heated argument. He was probably assaulted outside of the house of the Chief Minister and not within. It's a political conspiracy. The centre has always been against the Aam Aadmi Party, is what he's suggesting.
Well, let me go by what I heard Sanjeev saying the last word. He said, हमें constitution का पता नहीं है. No, then why are you governing the city? You should do something else. You swear by constitution and you say, I just heard him saying, हमें constitution का पता नहीं है. हम नए आए. I mean, you can't do this, that you are new to the governance and so you can take governance for a ride. One. Secondly, sir, why have they not till now make the footage inside Mr. Kejriwal's room public where the meeting happened? They have not made that public. They have shown the footage. He's talking some footage. The footage is when the Chief Secretary was leaving the house. But where is the footage which is inside? Third, where was the food minister? Was the food minister inside? No. Was the food commissioner called? No. They say it was for the ration. It was a ration issue. I only know about one ration issue which Aam Aadmi Party is famous for. They called women for ration, making ration card, then rape them, molest them, and then send them back.
No, please.
No, but hear us out, sir. No. If that is a ration issue, where is the food minister?
Okay.
Where is the food commissioner? No. And last but not the least, is a track record. It's not first time happening. How can we forget Shangutla Gamlin? How can we forget Sarangi? How can we forget Yogesh and some another bureaucrat who were forced to do something?
A quick response from Sanjeev Jha, and then I'm going to get in the other panelists as well. This is something that has been happening regularly. ये नया मामला नहीं है, होता ही जा रहा है. 3 साल में कई ऐसे चीजें देखने को मिले हैं, बोल रहे हैं बीजेपी के नेता अभी. आप इसके बारे में क्या बोलना चाहते हैं?
देखिए, ये मैं ही नहीं कह रहा, ये लगातार कोशिश की जा रही है. देखिए, अफसर को एक मोहरा बनाया जाता है. बेसिकली एलजी के जरिए दिल्ली को चलाने की कोशिश की जा रही है और आम आदमी पार्टी की जो मैसिव मैंडेट के साथ दिल्ली सरकार काम करना चाह रही है उसको रोकने की कोशिश की जा रही है. तो ये जितने भी मुद्दे आए हैं, अगर आप बारी बारी सारे अफसर्स की बात करेंगे तो मैं एक एक अफसर के बारे में बताऊंगा कि आखिर हुआ क्या था और आर्गुमेंट क्या था. लेकिन जो 19 की रात को जो एलिगेशन है, मुझे लगता है ये बहुत सीरियस एलिगेशन है और ये सीरियस एलिगेशन के अपने कारण हैं. देखिए, पिछले 4 साल में मोदी सरकार की विफलता और 4 दिन से जो टीवी डिबेट चल रहा है, मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं से उस डिबेट को डाइवर्ट करने की कोशिश है, पहली बात. और दूसरी बात, पिछले 1.5 साल 2 साल से बीजेपी के सारे नेता कह रहे हैं कि दिल्ली में प्रेसिडेंट रूल लगना चाहिए. तो मुझे लगता है कि इसको बहाना बना करके सारे अफसर्स को किसी से इंसाइट करके मुझे लगता है कि ये कोशिश की जा रही है कि ये बता दिया जाए कि दिल्ली में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर फंक्शन नहीं कर रहा है. तो मेरा ये कहना है कि ये दोनों मंसूबे के कारण
यू आर नॉट अलाउइंग द आम आदमी पार्टी. Sanjeev Jha ji, I'm taking your point to RP Singh. You know, he's saying that you're not allowing the Delhi government to function. The centre is not allowing the Delhi government to function. So what do we do?
Who got the chief secretary there? It is with their consent the chief secretary was appointed. They had the consent in that. Earlier they had a problem with the other chief secretary. They had a problem with each chief secretary. This chief secretary was appointed as per their choice. Now, issue is not that. Issue is they don't want to function. They say they believe in anarchism. They say my way or highway. How could you forget Mr. Kejriwal? What did Mr. Kejriwal told to Mr. Yogesh, Mr. Yugandhar Yadav? इनके लात मार. I'm not using that exact word. इनके कहाँ लात मारकर बाहर निकालना चाहिए? How can you forget that? So this style of function. How can you forget Somnath Bharti has molested to Nigerian women, and when the issue was raised up, give me no. You don't stop him. When the issue was raised up, he said, "I will not allow Republic Day to happen. I won't allow Republic Day parade to happen." How can you forget that? As the chief minister was saying so. So they swear by constitution, but they don't believe in constitution. He himself said that I don't believe in constitution. We don't know about constitution.
Okay.
So why are they to go?
Let me bring in the other panelists also. We've been patiently listening to the politicians speak on the program. Shekhar Iyer, has politics reached a new low after this incident?
No, as I said in the earlier, it's not politics. It's just beyond politics. Because politics, you have these allegation, counter allegation, and all that. But this is getting into where there is actually a physical intimidation. Because 3-4 questions come to my mind. Assuming that this is all made up by one side or the other side. Question is, the Chief Secretary is informed by a close aide of the Chief Minister at around 8:45 p.m. for a meeting, important meeting at midnight. Now, why is the Chief Secretary being summoned to the CM's house at midnight? Was it a crisis? You have the whole day before you, or you had the whole day, either the next day or that very day. Now, Chief Secretary is summoned. And we are told the issue is about advertisement marking the 3 years of government. Then we are told the subject is about ration issue, that some people are not getting their monthly ration supplies because they don't have an Aadhaar card. But then we are again told that there is neither the food secretary was present nor the food minister was present. And then we are told, and what about the presence of the MLAs? Why were all the MLAs present there? At least a good number of MLAs. So what was the purpose? From what we can gather,
was the purpose to intimidate?
I see, our government may have thousands of reasons to be unhappy with the bureaucracy, and probably there is a lot of frustration among the legislators that things are not happening the way they want it, because the very constitutional arrangement of Delhi is such that there is a role for the Lieutenant Governor, and there is who acts as a representative of the centre, and there are certain issues, and those issues have to do with the Union Territory of Delhi, which also has an assembly. You see, these are original problems, these are historical problems. Now, that aside, one can understand, and also mind you, you just had the...
You know, now that we've reached this juncture, you're talking about the historical problems. How do we deal with these historical problems?
But, related to this 18 MLAs who were disqualified
20.
for
Sure.
holding, 20.
Office of Profit.
20 of them were disqualified. Now,
17 QNO.
so therefore, already the AAP government has been facing a crisis. Now, was another crisis enacted to overcome already the existing crisis? Or AAP wants to do something such a way that they are dismissed by the centre and they can go out with a sympathy vote?
Sure.
So several questions come to mind, but definitely one thing is clear: you do not create a situation where the chief secretary is asked to go to the police and make a complaint that I am being assaulted. I mean, if this is the way you treat your bureaucrats, assuming
let me bring him also. Because, okay.
I remember Bhairav Singh Shekhawat, then one-time Chief Minister of Rajasthan, sacked this minister for abusing an IAS officer. He sacked his minister.
Yes.
No, he was my batchmate.
Mr. Tripathi, let's just broaden the scope of the debate and discussion, because we are just focusing on this one incident. Of course, it needs to be focused on. But a very valid point raised by Shekhar Iyer. The history of the problem really. Because of the way the Delhi administration is set up. How do we deal with that problem? What needs to be done?
The first point we have to be very clear is that there has been no change in the setup of Delhi in the last 25 years. It's not that the powers of the present Chief Minister are even 1% less than that of the previous Chief Ministers.
Very right.
Whether it was Mr. Khurana or Mr. Swaraj or Mr. Dixit. Within the same constraints of power, there was a fantastic delivery. There was absolute harmony between the bureaucracy and the political executive. Now, when this is narrated, the AAP party representatives, they start saying, there was a common loot. I mean, they are masters in blaming others. And I think they have reached a stage after 3 years when they have no excuse. And I have now getting a distinct feeling that this attack has been orchestrated to get themselves dismissed, in the hope that they will be dismissed and they will go as victims with that and try to get sympathy vote. Otherwise, in the history of independent India, this is the first instance where a chief secretary has been assaulted in the presence and in the residence of the Chief Minister. There has been no other case like this.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, please.
I'll come back. I have been personally in touch.
I'll come back to you.
I have been personally in touch with the previous chief secretaries. Each was one of them. Whether it was Keval Sharma, whether it was Mr. Kutty, or whether it was Mr. Sapolia. Mr. Sapolia fainted in his office on the last day of his working. Imagine.
Okay. Let me bring in Sanjeev Jha now. Sanjeev Jha, आप सिस्टमिक चेंजेस के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, लेकिन यहाँ पे हमारे बोल रहे हैं कि दिल्ली सरकार में सिस्टमिक फेलियर है, सिस्टमिक चेंजेस तो आप ला ही नहीं पाए।
देखिए, मिस्टर त्रिपाठी को मैं अभी सुन रहा था, उन्होंने कहा था कि अभी जो प्रेजेंट दिल्ली सीएम है उनको वही पावर है जो पहले के सीएम रहे हैं। मैं एक चीज बताऊंगा आपको, 1948 से आज तक दिल्ली के पास एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो हुआ करती थी, आज दिल्ली के पास एसीबी नहीं है। दिल्ली के पास विजिलेंस हुआ करती थी, दिल्ली सरकार विजिलेंस हुआ करती थी, आज विजिलेंस नहीं है। मैं बताऊं आपको कि जब किसी को अपॉइंट किया जाता था तो चीफ मिनिस्टर से कंसल्ट किया जाता था। आज छोटे से छोटे अगर अपॉइंटमेंट होती है तो सीएम से पूछना, सर्विसेज नहीं है। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि आज आप समझ लीजिए कि एक सरकार की कंपल्शन क्या है कि ना तो कोई एंटी करप्शन है, ना विजिलेंस है, ना सर्विसेज है। यानी दिल्ली सरकार के पास एनफोर्समेंट की कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है, पहली बात। दूसरी बात, मैं आपको 2-3 उदाहरण देता हूं। मैं बताऊंगा, दिल्ली हमने मोहल्ला खोलने का प्रस्ताव रखा था।
संजीव झा, 1 मिनट, त्रिपाठी जी कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, उसके बाद आप अपना पॉइंट कंप्लीट कर दीजिए। यस मिस्टर त्रिपाठी।
मुद्दा यह है कि जब आप आदमी की गवर्नमेंट आई थी, वो सारी चीजें जो ये कह रहे हैं वो हो रही थी। चीफ मिनिस्टर वाज बीइंग कंसल्टेड, बट व्हाट दे डिसाइडेड इज दे स्टॉप्ड सेंडिंग फाइल्स टू द लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर। दिस वाज अनप्रेसिडेंटेड। दे क्रिएटेड अ सिचुएशन एंड अ क्राइसिस वेयर द लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर वाज नॉट गेटिंग फाइल्स, which was a legitimate right, and that is why he had to go to the court. And once the court ordered, naturally after that there have been some changes. But for the 1.5 years when the AAP government was there, or almost 2 years, he had all the powers which the previous chief minister had. He misused his powers completely, blatantly, and I would say foolishly. And that is why some checks have been put there.
Now, can I add small point here?
Yeah.
Now, he talks about anti-corruption. This is the first sitting chief minister of Delhi, first sitting chief minister, against whom there is an issue of corruption of 400 crore, Jal board scam. There is a FIR against him. There is a FIR against him. The first chief minister, first sitting chief minister, जिसके खिलाफ 400 करोड़ का जल बोर्ड का स्कैम की FIR है. ये करप्शन की बात करते हैं.
Okay, let him respond now. Yes, Sanjeev Jha.
ये मैं बस मैं वही बात कर रहा था. देखिए त्रिपाठी जी फिर वही बात कर रहे हैं. मेरा ये कहना है कि हमने सरकार में आते ही सरकार में आने के 3 महीने बाद एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो ले लिया गया. सरकार में आने के 4 महीने बाद विजिलेंस ले लिया गया. सर्विसेज बिना पूछे किया गया. देखिए ये फाइल रोकने की बात कब हुई? जब छोटे छोटे बातों में बताऊं आपको कि शुंगलू कमेटी के जरिए सरकार के जितने भी डिसीजन के फाइल थे सारे फाइल को मंगा करके लगातार 1 साल तक फाइल अपने पास रख लिया गया. तो मेरा यह कहना है कि ये क्लियर इंटिमिडेशन है. बार बार ये कोशिश की जा रही थी सरकार के काम रोकने की. जो मैं बात आपको कह रहा था कि 250 उसके बाद एक छोटी सी कोई शिकायत, उस शिकायत को लेकर सारे मोहल्ला क्लिनिक खोलने को रोक दिया गया. 1.5 साल तक मोहल्ला क्लिनिक नहीं खोला. मैं बताऊं आपको 2015 में हम लोग कैमरे लगाने जा रहे थे. 2 साल तक जानबूझकर टेंडर नहीं करने दिया गया. अनऑथराइज्ड कॉलिंग हम काम कर रहे थे.
You'll have your turn. You'll have your turn. Please, RP Singh, please. This is the big picture on Rajya Sabha television. You'll have your say. Please don't talk out of turn.
ओरिएंटेड काम कर रहे हैं, उसको हैम्पर किया जाए, उसको रोका जाए. तो मेरा ये कहना है कि अल्टीमेटली एक मैसिव मैंडेट के साथ हम सब लोग जीत करके आए हैं. जिस राशन की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं बताऊं आपको कि 20 नवंबर से चिट्ठी है जो हमारे फूड मिनिस्टर लगातार सेक्रेटरी और को लिखते रहे. 20 नवंबर से ये
बार वही बोलते जा रहे हैं. You're going on saying, you're going on saying that you are not allowed to govern. No, 1 second. Okay, you respond. You respond now. RP Singh, the floor is yours.
Food minister कहाँ थे उस रात को? Food minister नहीं थे वहाँ पे.
You already raised those points.
No, but he's not answered those. He will not answer those. And secondly, I'm telling you, Mr. Tripathi was right. They are playing a sympathy card. They are working on it that we should go for election. इसलिए रो रहे हैं ये लोग बार-बार कि हमारे को ये नहीं होने दिया. अच्छा नहीं होता, then what are you going to sing? जैसे 3 साल बड़ा कमाल किया, then what are you singing? हमें इट मीन आपने कमाल नहीं किया. एक नया स्कूल नहीं, एक कैमरा नहीं, एक कोई सुविधा नहीं दिल्ली में आज 7,000 बसेस की हुई नहीं, 7,000 buses. There's not a single bus is being added in last 4 years. We are suffering because of them. दिल्ली में पानी की दिक्कत, बिजली की दिक्कत, दिल्ली में सड़कें नहीं. दिल्ली में क्या हो रहा है? हेल्थ मिनिस्टर, देयर पीडब्ल्यूडी मिनिस्टर्स, इनके अपने चीफ मिनिस्टर का सांडू साहब पैसे बनाते हैं. ओके, डेथ की अलग बात है. अदरवाइज सांडू साहब पैसे बना रहे थे यहाँ पे. तो
मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि इन्होंने अभी शुंगलू कमेटी के बारे में बात की. जब कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में शुंगलू कमेटी की रिपोर्ट आई थी तब इन्होंने दुहाई दी थी और शुंगला साहब को खुदा मान करके कहा था कि जो वो कहते हैं सब सच है.
304
आज जब उनके खिलाफ शुंगलू कमेटी की रिपोर्ट आ गई तो खराब हो गया. जो इनके खिलाफ बोलता है वो खराब हो जाता है.
Okay.
और जो इनके फेवर में बोलता है.
Hold on. I've got about 2 minutes left on the program, so let's try and put these things into semblance now and try and get something out of this debate. Shekhar Iyer, is this a classic case for the centre to take notice and and the president's rule to apply?
No, well, this is quite a very, very serious incident where the centre cannot be, looking askance, because you have a senior IAS officer who is subjected to this kind of behavior, and in the residence of the Delhi Chief Minister, in the presence of so many legislators, this by itself is very unprecedented. Now the question is President rule an answer? I would say President rule is not a solution, unless if this is the way things are going to go on, well, it will be perceived as a breakdown of the constitutional machinery. But here the issue is not application of a particular. Now, how should a political party in power conduct with its bureaucrats? Because after all, it is responsibility of the Chief Minister himself. A meeting is called in his house and you have the topmost bureaucrat of the government there, and he goes out and says all these things. Now, I am not going into what actually happened. We do not know. But whatever it is, for a chief secretary, for an officer whose track record has been exceptionally good, he is known as a soft-spoken officer. He is not an officer given to any political leanings. Now, if this is the background of the officer, if this officer, and what is he going to get? He is an 86 officer. He has a long career ahead. Why should he get into this political pangas of this party or that party? Now, why would a career bureaucrat attend a meeting and come out in such distress and then go to the police and go to the lieutenant governor? Why would he do this?
Sure.
What is the political payoff for him? I think Aam Aadmi Party is also in politics as a long player. for a long player like Aam Aadmi Party, I don't think they should try to go on defending what is indefensible. On the other hand, it is time for their introspection.
Okay, it's time to introspect as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, is what Shekhar Iyer is saying. And of course, there has been a systemic failure, is what the other panelists have said. Of course, the Aam Aadmi Party is not willing to accept what really happened on midnight of Monday. It remains to be seen. The authorities, of course, will look into the matter and the truth will eventually prevail. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of The Big Picture. I'd like to thank all my guests for joining me on the program and putting things into perspective. For us, that's it from me. See you again next time.